Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, for episode 6 of season 1 of A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Last episode, the tourney comes to a close, a tragic close. You know, we won the day, but at what cost? 3 of our people, by the end of it, wound up dead. I'm not sure how many people on the other team were actually killed in the matter. I don't think, honestly, I mean, none of them named people that we know of for sure went out on the other team. You know, Arian ended up surrendering after Dunk had him down on the ground after he had his Rocky moment. Dude, I've seen so many edits of that moment when he wakes up and he starts standing up to so many different themes from the Rocky franchise, and they just all work. But the tragic part of it all, and like the weird kind of irony of it, I don't even know if it's irony technically, but you know, Baylor was our 7th. He came in to literally save the day, because had he not, we didn't have enough to even compete. And then in the whole fray of it, you know, to go run after his son, Makar is the one that bashed his head in trying to get to him. So there's going to be a lot of complications with that. And he died at the end, like to that. His skull was cracked open, but also not just to save Dunk's skin by being his 7th. At the last little bit there, after all the damage that he took, his advice also saved his life from the injuries he sustained during the battle, because they were going to patch him up with stuff that would have only made things worse. It wouldn't have actually helped. It actually would have killed him. So even in his final moments, when he couldn't even see, he saved Dunk's life yet again. He just went down just a real one, man. He was like, it's such a tragic loss, man. And that's just indicative of Game of Thrones, of the world of Westeros. You know, the good, they don't have a great end a lot of the time. And yeah, but yeah. So now we got to deal with the fallout of all of this. What are we even going to have the joust now at this point, the tournament that this was all centered around? Because so far, I don't know if we have the room for that. But I guess we can find out, guys. I'm excited to see how the season comes to a close. It's been a delightful return to this realm. And I really can't wait to see what we get in subsequent seasons, as far as long as they get to do what they want to do with this. I'm on board for more of this story with these 2 characters, this cast of characters, as we follow them throughout the journey of their lives. But let's get ready to hop into this. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, or if you want to get slight early access to these, because when it's brand new, you know, I jump right on it. But I'll post on Patreon immediately as soon as they are done. But you also get the full unedited reaction to this, without all the censoring, all the edits, to get this stuff up on YouTube that we got to do. This is a great way to support the channel, help us do things you do over here. But at the end of the day, really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said and out of the way, guys, let's get ready to hop into episode 6, The Morrow. Here we go. Soft jazz is not something I expected to see, or hear, rather. His eyes are looking a little bit better. Definitely a lot less puffy.
A wonderful tournament. Same as all over.
Oh, so did we just skip over the tournament? Is that what we just learned? Is that what he meant? Or
it's brutally dull.
Or did the previous day's event
You could come
shut the whole thing down? Hey.
Yeah, we'll hunt and hawk and sail, make merry. I'll sharpen that iron up yours so you don't make such a grand fool of yourself next time.
The man is dying, my lord.
What?
His wounds, they have mortified it. It's beyond my ability.
Beyond your... An itchy asshole is beyond your abilities, my friend.
Dude, I love him. He's...
You're fine. He's a terrible maester.
I mean, I'm sure... I mean, I know he'll be fine, but still. He's such a...
You like a brother.
Yo, what is that walking stick?
And if not, fuck you. I'll hate you like a brother.
Valid. That is how it goes. So it's always one or the other.
All I do is bring pain and suffering to those around me.
In the realm of kindness, you'll see that one day. The only good dragon is a dead dragon.
Fucking gods. Baylor fought for me. He gave his fucking life. Can you speak of him with a little respect, please?
Fuck that, and fuck you. I fought for you.
Yeah,
Harding, Beesbury, the fucking apple boy, we fought for you. Your prince fought for you against men sworn to protect him. He risked nothing.
And the gods don't favor a fraud.
Dude, they are not shying away how the other houses feel about the Targaryens at all. And I like that he's not afraid to say it as well. Though I do feel like, I mean, I don't, like the whole he risked nothing. He fought people who was there to protect him or whatever. Like almost like this idea that they, you know, he risked nothing. He was going out there. The people that were out there, they weren't going to harm him. Maybe that's what he's getting at. You know, he went out there to fill that void, to fill that gap for you. But in the fray of it all, did wind up dead. So it's not that he risked nothing, but maybe in his head, he was like, oh, it'll be fine. None of them are going to hurt me. But in the fray of Dunk going straight after his nephew, Maekar did. Maekar most certainly did. But yeah, it is almost, and it's like, cause like we lost two of the other guys, right? So like, it's not just Baelor that died out there, but like, dude, Lionel just was like, that's why he was like ribbing him going into the fight. You know, they all have such an ill opinion of the Dragon House, the Targaryens and all of that. And basically everybody's like, fuck them. Even some of the most decent ones, which is like, it's unfair, you know, to paint everybody with such a broad stroke of sorts. But, you know, Dunk's not doing that. You know, he's trying to show a little respect. But man, Lionel, a lot of these other lords too, just hold such contempt. I mean, their houses originated here, and it just goes back to what they were talking about before with the Fossaway. You know, they came in here and they just kind of, they literally conquered their lands and enslaved everybody, or at least, I mean, well, conquered them. You know, it's very touchy. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it sucks, man. Lionel's a real one, though. I do get where he's coming from, and yeah.
Then why have they favored me?
This is not favor. This is mockery. There's a war coming.
I don't know about that.
It could be a force, you and I. You'll consider it? Good. Caravan departs after the roast.
Baelor of House Targaryen.
Hold on. Is this the roast? Is that what he meant? Dude does not give a fuck. Oh my God. Whoo!
My prince, he was a great man.
He died in my armor.
Oh, look at his hair.
You have sons have died in their father's armor.
That's interesting. We've never seen something like that between these houses. It's like the Targaryen tried to punch through in him a little bit more than the other side.
He was still young. He had in him to be a great king, the greatest since Aegon the Dragon.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Why would the gods take him and leave you?
One of them's got a legend to write.
I've wondered the same.
You've come from Baelor's funeral. I can't believe you went.
Thought I owed it to him. Everybody blames me for his death, don't they? I don't.
I mean, it was his choice. Aww. He's a good apple. I don't know what to do with my hands right now.
Stefan took my tent. Said I betrayed the family by abandoning him. Can you believe that?
I think he betrayed the family for abandoning his honor.
First trial of 7 in 100 years, and Lord Stefan Fossaway got beat by his little cousin. It's better to be an unripe green apple than a wormy red one.
I like that.
Suits you.
I think I broke one of my cousin's ribs.
Hell yeah.
Good morning.
Sir Duncan, this is Rowan. My wife.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh!
Pleased to meet you too, Lady Rowan.
Come and watch the trial. Said I fought like a wild bull.
That you
And with
did,
all
man.
The grace of one.
I had no squire to see to my wounds, and she offered to help me out my armour and...
Other stuff? The smile, dude.
She said I've got a with child now.
Well, looky there.
Feels like a boy.
You heard that, Sir Duncan? A boy.
That's,
Prince Makar demands a word.
Oh,
You to come
God.
with us.
He's not going anywhere. He's been through enough.
it's fine.
Now we must put you to death for this. God, wouldn't that just be his shit-ass luck?
I'm sending Arion to the east. A few years in the free cities may change him for the better.
Interesting.
Some men will say I meant to kill my brother.
Yeah.
The gods know it is a lie, but I will hear the whispers to the day I die.
But it was for me Prince Baelor died.
When he dies, each time a battle is lost or a crop fails, the fools will say Baelor would not have let it happen.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna think it no matter what. Can't stop the whispers of the folk, man.
If I had not fought, you would have had my hand and foot. I sat under the tree this morning and I asked, could I have spared one?
He's too good for this world, man.
How can a foot be worth a prince's life?
And what answer does your tree give you?
Every day, at evenfall, Sir Erlen would say, I wonder what the morrow will bring. Mightn't it be that some morrow will come when I'll have need of that foot, when the realm will need that foot even more than a prince's life?
Maybe.
The realm has as many hedge knights as hedges.
But not one so tall as he.
My youngest son seems to have grown fond of you, sir. 'Tis time he was a squire. Tells me he will serve no knight but you.
Aww. Yeah.
He's a good lad, just needs a stern hand, that's all.
Will you have him?
Aww.
Me? There is a place for you at Summer Hall.
He doesn't seem too bad himself, you know.
Master-at-Arms will finish your own training. Sir Arlen did all he could for you, I have no doubt. But you still have much to learn.
Beg your pardon, Lord. I do, but I think I'm done with princes. Were you spying?
No,
Come on now. He knows you better than that by this point.
sir.
I can't, Egg. I'm sorry.
Maybe you're not the knight I thought you were.
I didn't think about that, the whole thing, though, because Lionel wants him, and we know how he feels about the dragons. He's like, a war is coming. But the dragons want him, too.
Have you heard this story before?
Many times.
From where?
It's going to be on one side or the other
From
at the
you.
end of the day. I love how they've kept framing all of this Arlen stuff throughout all of this.
When a lord calls his banners and sends us boys off to war, it's custom for each to nail a penny to the oak in the square. And if we return, to take it down. Oh, it's a great old tree. It's often hard to find a spare bit to nail a new penny.
Oh, yeah, dude. You'd be littered with them, most likely.
Why did you never knight me? Did you think I'd leave you? I wouldn't have.
Oh, did he just die? He's...
Sir?
Yeah, fuck, and he never got an answer.
Sir?
Oh.
Sir?
And it just loops us right back to the beginning of the season. Maybe he wanted to spare you that, so your penny never wound up on that oak, so you'd never be. Oh
And
shit!
that's why they call
Whoa.
it the penny tree. A true knight always finishes a story.
And now he dies. God, that scared me. That got me.
How do they get the bees to swarm like that?
Oh, what in the world? Probably honey.
Will they put the queen in Beesbury's coffin?
That'll do it too.
Fucking bee magic.
Aw, anything one doesn't understand becomes magic in these days, man.
Serving boy.
Even the kids are talking shit in their games about the dragons. You dragon whore! Oh, look who's here, though.
You've no shame coming here.
You met him, right?
Will you take Egg to Squire?
Told your father. He's not my concern.
My brother wasn't always such a little monster.
Egg is no monster. It's just a boy.
I didn't mean Egg, but no doubt we'll make a man of him too.
He wants to spare him the fate of theirs.
Perhaps the seeds of madness are sown in the womb, as the maesters say. But Arian was quite the glad child once. He liked fishing.
Maybe that's why they're so desperate for him to be with Egg, or for Egg to be with him, to try to steer him away from that fire, that madness. Try to spare him of that. Maybe raising him in the house is what they fear will do it itself because of the way they've all kind of turned out. It is the toss of a coin, they say. Oop, hair's starting to grow back. No way. He had hoped he would have died in that fight, but he survived it because he couldn't go through with it himself. See it to the end. Chose the 7 on as a coward, and oh, what are you? Nothing in my hands. What if he hadn't been here? Think he would have done it?
What?
Sir Duncan, my lord, requests an audience.
Oh, Daron's words get to him.
I want you to know I do not blame you for ruining my name day. It was a rotten thing they've done to you, and you were right in your reply.
Thank you?
Thanks.
Okay.
Speak quick. I'm near rid of this place.
Before your brother died, he said the realm needed good men.
What of it?
I will take Egg to Squire.
Yeah, there it is.
Egg is no prince. Not yet. Might be he's better served away from castles and
his family.
Yeah, exactly.
If you would consent, I would bring him on the road with me. He'll learn to squire as I did. Sleep in inns, stables, now and again in the halls of some landed knight or lesser lordling.
Oh, he's not choosing either. He's choosing the road he walked and rode.
I forbid him to live as a peasant. Egg on his blood of the dragon. He cannot sleep in ditches and eat hard salt beef.
But he has.
Daron never slept in a ditch. All the beef Arian ever ate was thick and rare and bloody.
Yep. He needs to be humbled and live a humbled life.
He's my last son.
I get that, though. Hey, if he was spying like he was the last time, he'll just make off.
Sweetfoot.
Aw, yay!
What are you doing here, girl?
Aw.
I hear Sir Lionel wants you for a stag. Storm End's a sad place. Figured an old friend might brighten it up for you.
You bought me a horse.
No, I got you your horse.
She's not mine. Not anymore. Besides, I think an orchard might suit her better.
What?
Aww.
I can't. You certain? She's
Aw.
a fine animal. Oh, there, Sweetfoot. Do you like apples?
Cute. Is he adding a penny? Yeah. Aww.
Chestnut, stop asking me. Where would the old man go?
Sir Duncan!
Yep, there he is. I wonder if he ran away or if his dad changed his mind.
My Lord Father says I am to serve you.
Oh? Is that true, or did you run away and you're saying that? This is a tough situation.
Serve you, sir. Chestnut's yours. Treat her kindly. And I don't want to find you on Thunder unless I put you there.
Aww.
Where are we going, sir?
Don't know. Suppose we could go anywhere in the Seven Kingdoms, though I've never been
Nine.
to. What?
There are 9 kingdoms, sir.
There's 7 kingdoms of the realm, boy. Everyone knows that.
Then everyone is wrong.
Do you want a clout in the ear?
Crownlands, Westlands, Stormlands, Riverlands, the Iron Islands, the North, the Reach, the Vale of Arran, and Dawn.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck? How have I never... Wait, hold on.
I've never been over the Red Mountains before.
What?
I hear they have good puppet shows in Dawn.
Oh, yeah, we could go see your girl. I'm presuming she's still there by the time you even make it. Oh, eat shit. Oh. He was riding with him all along, but now he doesn't need him anymore. Oh, dude. Oh, that got me right in the soul. Real quick, holy shit, because every step of the way, it's been Arlen's memory. He's thought back to a moment, to a lesson, to a morning with him. And then each time he needed a little bit of an oomph, who was there during the knighting ceremony with Raymond, when he had to pass it off to Lionel because he didn't know the words because he didn't get knighted. When he looked up, you know, as if he would have been the one being knighted in that moment, Arlen looking down, he was like, but then also when he was on the ground, beaten, dead from the afterlife yet again, Arlen told him to get up. You know, as Egg was up in the stands yelling, he's been here the entire time. His spirit has been following him, whether or not literally, but in his heart, man. Like everything about his teachings, everything about his master, his knight, has carried on and lived with him and has been making sure he's okay. And now that he's got his own squire, now that he's his own knight, he's now let him go. He's walked away. That's so good.
Where's Aegon? I've not seen him, my prince.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, he did pull it off.
Where the fuck is he?
That is perfect.
Muscle and blood.
What?
Muscle and blood and skin.
Open with the jazz and now this to close us out.
16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt.
You know what? I doubt there's anything in the end, but let's listen to this bop as we close out and then we'll talk about it.
To the company store.
And I haven't heard this song in a long time. Hey guys, Editing Omni here, popping in real quick because that little joke just there with the title at the end of the episode completely went over my head. I didn't even look at it. I didn't even read it. I didn't even see it. Like, despite that info, that conversation that led to that being a nice little punch, in hindsight, completely went not received whatsoever by me because I just assumed it was the regular title. I didn't even look at it. So I didn't even like notice that it changed it from 7 to 9 there at the end. I just assumed that we got hit with the same old bumper, the same old title screen, just to go into that little, like, you know, pre-credits, little run with Maekar, realizing Egg had disappeared. I just, yeah, dropped the ball on that front over here, man. I apologize. Dude, what a great way to close this out. I love the reflection that came with all this afterwards. You know, what is his foot or his hand worth the life of more than the life of a prince? That's something he's been mulling over. And to have that conversation with Maekar there, who's also carrying around this guild. And I love that they kind of are bonded in this shared, like, inevitability of the turnout of all this, that when he takes over now as king, when his father passes, if something goes wrong because of how beloved Baelor was, people are just going to, it's just, they can't avoid it. They're going to, the rumors, the whispers, people are going to say in their snide little comments that he meant to kill his brother so that he could be king. And then anytime something goes wrong, they can be like, well, this wouldn't happen if Baelor was king. He's never going to escape all of that. Same with Duncan, even though Baelor chose to fight for him, for this just cause, and died as a result. People will inevitably also blame him for the loss of this king that they will never know. It's just like, it's just such a painful little lesson in life that you can't control the whispers of the word or the perception of people around you. You just have to keep on trekking. But, with all of this chaos, he just wanted to be a knight. He wanted to come here and prove himself. And he just stepped into so much shit, not by choice. A bunch of stuff just kind of happened, and doing the right thing. Okay, well, I mean, I guess like when he made the right call, he followed his oath, he did what a knight should do and stood his ground as Arion was just being a little bitch, so, but that it was that action that just got him into this mess, and then it got him in it just wrapped up and entangled with all of this, and it just one thing after the other. But good men did die for them, and and I like that Lionel was like, fuck him, dude. He was a prince. He was fighting against people sworn to protect him. He didn't risk anything. And I get that point. Like it's just like, had Maekar not done what he did, I don't think anybody else on the other side would have seriously tried to kill him. They might have like put up a little tussle, little fuss here and there, but I don't think had Maekar done what he did, he would have actually suffered a legitimate blow whatsoever. That's the idea is getting across. He risked nothing by going out there, but his brother took him out in a desperate flee to get to his son. Lionel's like, we risk stuff. We're not, they would kill us for siding with you. And, I love that, like, God, we could see where Robert's disdain for the Targaryens started. Like, sure, there's the Lyanna thing, but the realm as a whole just hates them. The kids are talking shit about them. Every time it's like everybody's talking shit until they enter the room almost, except Darren's just kind of always there hearing it all because he doesn't, he's like his own kind of like a rogue in a way from the family. He can see, which is probably one of the reasons why he drowns himself in ale and wine and all of that to dampen, to numb, to mute the voices, the visions. But, he's out here and he's just like, dude, like, I am the way I am. Like, he's not like a bad egg, but he's not a good one either. He's neither here nor there. Arion, though, like he said, like he admitted here, he's like, he didn't always used to be this way. Something about being in these castles, something about the blood of the dragon, something about the way we raise our own and the realm, whatever, it just makes us go rotten. Or maybe it won't. It's not all of them. Maester Aemon, he got out. And he turned out fine, but he also left all this behind. It's like the only good Targaryens seem to either happen by chance or when they are taken away from this lifestyle. Daenerys for a time, when she wasn't battling, when she started off, obviously, not to touch probably a still sensitive nerve, but like, she was all the things that was opposite of what people would say about the Targaryens, about the Mad King, about all of this. Once she made the decision to go to Westeros, declare war, to do what she did, it's like more and more and more the fire creeped up, and I think part of that with this is after that conversation with Darren, one, Dunk's just kind of, he doesn't want to be beholden to them. Maekar wanted him to take on Egg as his squire, but in their castle with their master of arms, and to learn there, to be under their watch, swear himself to their banner. He wanted to be beholden to them. Meanwhile, Lionel's offering him pretty much the exact same things minus Egg to come be with them, and he's choosing the road he walked. I think after that conversation with Darren, that's when he made the decision to actually go back and Maekar was like, yeah, no prince of mine, no last son of mine is gonna, just gonna be out in the world, living in ditches and stables and whatnot. He couldn't let that happen, And we see what Egg is doing in here. Had Maekar not been watching over Arian, he was going to kill that kid. He's wanted him dead the entire time. He was hoping Dunk would have killed him. That's why I went to Dunk the first time when he was assaulting the puppeteers. And he was cheering him on this entire time. Even like the people that Arian was competing against in the joust, he was like, kill him. He wants his brother dead desperately. And that's a little bit of that fire that's creeping up in him out of the way their house works. It just breeds this disdain almost, this corruption. But, and Maekar wasn't willing to let him go. But Egg, most likely was spying, overheard that Dunk did come back and did want to take him off and did what he did the last time when they were at the inn heading towards the tourney and dipped, snuck off. And now he's off with Egg. He literally pulled a Toph for sure to go, against his father's orders and to go out in the world. And by going out into the world and living in the world with the small folk, not with the lords, not in a castle. The hope is that Dunk can spare the realm another mad Targaryen, maybe one that they could learn to love, that they could learn to respect and honor because they've lived like them. It's just an interesting idea, the way they kind of framed all of this. And like, whether it's coming now or whenever, like Lionel said, a war is coming. Eventually, inevitably, at some point, the realm is going to push back against the Targaryens and try to use and exorcise them from their lands. That ire has never left. And we see it everywhere with everyone, But Duncan he's a good soul. He sees the good in everybody, no matter what house they came from. And if he can do something good for Egg, he chose to do that in the end. And I don't know, I just like the way they shot all this. I love the framing of bringing it back to the very beginning where the series started, on that hillside with that tree where he was burying Sir Arlen. That little fake out with him, it wasn't even a fake out. He did die. Like, he did check out for a minute in mid-story there. Unless that was a really long, non-blinking pause. Then he snapped back just to finish his tale, but then he died. But he also never knighted him. That story about, all the knights in the land, once we swear our oaths or whatever, and some lord somewhere calls their banners, we have to answer. So we nail a penny to a penny tree. And if we survive that fight, we come back and we take it down. But it's always really hard to find room on these trees to put a penny up because so many people die fighting for these lords. And that was the answer. The story was the answer for Duncan. Why did you never knight me? Because he didn't want him to be one of those pennies on that tree, one of those people that never came back. But he found a way to get himself knighted. Inevitably, he's going to be on there. And one's just got to wonder if he's going to be another penny on another tree somewhere. He nailed his own penny to the tree there outside of the tourney grounds where they, everything had been going on, where he'd been sleeping all these nights ever since he got here. He nailed a penny there, and will he ever come back for it? Will he pick it up? Who knows? But I'm just, I don't know, man. This was such a beautiful little tale. The friends he's made along the way, the bright, interesting, fun characters, even like the murky, not so fun characters are still interesting and engaging. Everybody's so very complex. Outside of, I'd say like Arian, we haven't spent much time with him, but he's definitely a spoiled, cowardly little brat. Like at the end of the last one too, like, he chose the challenge of the 7 rather than a 1v1 with Duncan, just because he was afraid to fight him one-on-one. And again, I will persist that Duncan would have fucked him up one-on-one. I saw some people was like, well, Aerian's more skilled. If in a one-on-one, I think it would have been just as hard. I was like, I don't know, man. Before they ever fought, Duncan was he had already got knocked around by all the other people out there. He took hits from multiple other people before he ever had that fight with him. I mean, he took that spear to the gut from Aerian right out the start. But before they ever started their actual like bout with one another, he got knocked around by horses left and right, stray maces from the other 6 or 5, whoever was out there banging him around. It wasn't just him it wasn't just Aerian that was delivering the shots. And I do think had it been just like a straight fight, I think he would have defeated him. I think that's why Aerian called it the way he did. And because even after all that, I mean, Dunk was in way worse shape than him. Fuck, dude, he died. He literally had a moment where he was about to walk into the light. Either way, and then by the end of it too, he couldn't actually go through with the trial in any kind of way where, die in the battle as you would in like a trial by combat. Most of those end with the accuser or the accusee being dead by the end of it. And he's like, I withdraw. I take it back. Not even seeing it through, I don't know. I just think it's really interesting the way everything kind of played out. I love the poetry. I love the rhyming of this. I love all the full circle moments with this story. That image of Arlen walking off and leave in the like Fast 7 style at the end there was beautiful. It was just a really fun, beautiful story. Raymond's a real one. He got gifted Sweetfoot even though he bought him back for Dunk. I guess because of this tragedy, the tourney got called off was the idea, because we never went through with it. Nobody ended up jousting. After this trial, they got a show. They got a show, just not the one everybody showed up for. That's for damn sure. After the prince died, the heir apparent died. Everybody's like, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should not go through with this joust competition. But Raymond, dude, he's just a good friend, man. And he got there. He got himself a wife. Is my understanding correct? Like he got married here. That's what it sounded like. But whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter. But he got him knighted. He got him away from his brother. He met some good people along the way. Lionel, even though Lionel's got his ill towards certain people, it's not with Dunk. But he was like, oh well, I don't know. He didn't take his offer. He's like, hey, come with me. I'll love you like a brother. Don't, and I'll hate you like a brother. So who knows what that's going to look like down the road for predicting that war. I can't remember if there is like a major war between now and Robert's Rebellion, or if that's what he's talking about. It's like a war is coming eventually. Not that I don't think Dunk like this we're well away from that. Like Dunk would not live into Robert's Rebellion. So I can't remember, like, just by nature of how many years until that happens we have without supernatural means. So I don't know of any other major battles that take place between now and then that I can remember off the top of my head right now. It's been so long since I dug into any of this. But either way, like, the realm is they sense something's coming, and maybe it just takes until the Mad King to actually stir people into the action. I don't know. But it's just such an interesting little dichotomy. A lot of lovely characters have met along the way. Again, I love the tone. I love the little episodes because it gives us these little morsels. They don't overstay their welcome. You know, we're fixated on one character. That's also a difference between House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, where we're jumping around to all these different places. This person's perspective, what this person's doing over here, what this person's doing over here. We get like 5 different stories an episode a lot of the time. And we're always bouncing around. When we just have one story, this is about how much screen time you even need. So they didn't fluff it. They didn't add anything more than they did. Even with the last fight, apparently, like, the reason it was so foggy during the fight was because they had to save on the budget. So they couldn't, they added the fog to cover up any of like the little like gaps and things they had. So like they're working with a lot less than they would for like a normal production as well. So I don't know. I like it. I think this flows a lot better in a lot of ways especially for this type of story. You know, when we've got multiple different perspectives, sides, and people to follow around, to jump around, to keep up with, like that works for like House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones because it's way larger of a story. This is like Duncan's story. We're not here for anybody other than Dunk and Egg. So you don't need that time. And I love the way that this all paced out. And it's just like, it's like coming in, it's like, nom nom, nom nom. Like it's just a little snack, a little appetizer, a little meal. And it's just like, I don't know. I like it a lot. I think it works so well for this. Anyway, I loved this season. This was fantastic TV, dude. For real. Anyway, that's about all I got. I want to know what you all thought. How did you feel about all of this? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already. Or if you want to see the full length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And speaking of before you go, want to shout out Lila Chan's son, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burr, Calvin Burnley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, and Amy Beckett. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel, helping sponsors, support the rescues I'm going to take care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help with all of that. Thank you guys enormously. And as always, I would give a huge special thank you to all of our channel legends. You and the patrons allow us to do what we do over here to keep this ship sailing forward into the great beyond. Well, not good. Into the yonder, not the great beyond. Fuck, whatever, you know what I mean. You keep this ship sailing forward and keep it from sinking into the depths of the YouTube algorithm. Love you guys, and especially you guys here on the YouTube. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. But that's just video, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.